Get yourself ready. It is Riverbend 89. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the last time I had 89 episodes of a series. I don't think it's been ever. But I've enjoyed this, and it's a base game map of all things. So what's the game plan for today? Well, today's game plan is to simplify. We've gotten a lot of stuff. To be fair, there's a lot of stuff that I don't use. And I literally just did this like 5 or 6 episodes ago where we got rid of a lot of stuff, swapped out a few things, this and that. I've bought stuff and rearranged just to get ready for plains and prairies, but I'll be honest with you, some of it I haven't been as happy with. Some of it I've really enjoyed, which is great news. Some of it, like swathing, for example, I'm not sure I'm going to do any more swathing. I've enjoyed it, but I'm not quite sure I'm going to do any more of it. So with that, with these cedars down here, which we used a couple times, enjoyed, had fun, although it can be a little bit difficult getting in and out. We're going to make things easy on ourselves, but not insanely Cheetaroo-Skaskuskian, if you catch my drift. So first things first, we've got a couple cedars over here. These, great. Need them? Not no more. We do not need these anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. Actually, they held their value very well, 126 to 135,000 each. Not bad, because I need more money. Next to be the swathers. I've really enjoyed doing the swathing stuff, and we have utilized the swathing productions as well, which is fun, but we've also sold that. So let's go and sell these two. Combine harvester we're going to be hanging on to because I really enjoy that, so we're going to keep that. I like the case. I like the red. I like that setup. So we're going to keep that type of setup. The sprayer, because we're using precision farming, we're gonna need a sprayer, but I don't know if we need that one. We'll have to figure that one out. Articulated tractors. I don't even think my big bud has an hour on it yet. No, it doesn't, but I'm so sorry. It's just, articulated tractors are so difficult, and my driving style, my game style doesn't set myself up for it. It really doesn't. I'm not good at it. Lime spreader's good, because we definitely need that. All of these trailers are cool, but I'm not quite sure I want to run double trailers anymore. We may want to swap those out for a big one. So what I'm going to do is we'll just kind of sell the trailers themselves, and then we'll go from there. Got some square bale twine here. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I guess we'll just put it over here. Yeah, that works. The baby baler's cool, but I'm not quite sure we're going to be using it anymore, so I think we can return that. I don't even think we purchased it. That was the least, wasn't it? I think both of these cedar setups are probably going to go. I do like the Vaderstad, so we'll see if the new one that we're going to get has Vaderstad. Oh, there we go. There we go. Dig those. Really, really enjoyed using them. I don't know if I've even got any hours on this one. I assume I do. I guess we'll find out. Is it full? It is full. So I don't even know if I used it, but it's a little bit small. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Yes, I also understand that I've been extremely indecisive when it comes to which equipment I've gone and what equipment I'm hanging on to. I understand that some of it's been quite... Yeah, I get it. This one may also be something that we get rid of. I'm not 100% sure which direction I want to go yet with everything. So we may sell it, we may hang on to it. I don't know. Oh yeah, we got that Macdon Swather head down here as well. Definitely something that we could get rid of. This guy. We will not need that anymore. All right, after running around the main farm, I think that's everything that we need to get rid of for now. So that brings us up here to the grass and rice farm. This setup, let's see. We have a bunch of digestate in there, like 60 liters of rice. Or grass. Sorry, we got to figure that one out. We got an awesome cedar up here, so I'm going to hang on to that. We just redid the truck and trailer setup, so we do have a tipper. That's fantastic. Love this setup with the unrealistic baler, the AgriFlex. Love that so much. And I like that we have the larger versatile up here because it also works well with the cedar. So we may just leave this farm the way that it is. Might sell this because I don't think we're going to be picking anything up off the ground that's not... well, in bales. So there is that. We could probably close the doors on this guy. Let me out. There we go. And then we come around to the animals. And honestly, this tractor has been hanging around with us for forever. So we're going to continue to hang on to that. I said that I wanted to end the series with it. So we will do that. Let's run down here and we can run across and see what all kind of equipment we've got over on our cattle farm. I don't think there's very much over here. We really only used a liquid tanker and a tipper. Okay, maybe 2 liquid tankers. Okay, maybe 3 liquid tankers. I don't think we need that one anymore, though. We've had that one around for a little while. So then, I think now all is well with the world. A couple things we need to do. Double check large tractors, and we need to check out a seeder. I also need to figure out if I want to keep this loading wagon or not. It's a good one to have around. And we also need to check the sprayer, of course. So I know it's not a self-propelled sprayer, but I kind of want to like bring it down a little bit. There was one that I was checking out. This guy from the Kverneland Viking DLC, which was then released in Farming Simulator 22 as a mod and has now been brought over as a mod as well. This has got some pretty sweet customization options. Well, I say sweet. They're simple, which I really dig. You've got weed spot spraying on here, which all I need it for is herbicide. And I could also change up the colors. So if I wanted to turn it into like a versatile, for example, which would work awesome with a smaller versatile tractor that I've got, this would work. It would work great. It looks weird, but it would work. I kind of want to make it work. All right, let's give this thing a try and see. Does it look right? Does it work? You know, it's not terrible. It's not bad at all. As a matter of fact, we need to get rid of the dirt on here. Let's see. Dirt equals -1, bam, bam, bam. Cool, gotta love that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't like the blue on the Kverneland thing, but you know what? I think I'll be okay. I've always been a humongo fan of things matching, and this just warms my heart. Next, let's give this one a try. So this is what we use for all of the lime spreading. This is another one we're definitely gonna have to clean. I think this one we could go a different route with, though, because we have this guy. So I think I could come in here, condition dirt set 0. Did that do it? Hey, that did it. Hey, very cute, very cool. So this is the Colossus. Love this thing to death. Love the wheel setup and everything that we've got going on with it. However, I do want to change it up a bit. So I do have the customs set right here. So that really doesn't change a whole lot. See, frame. We'll change that one here as well. There we go. So that changes all of that. And then design, I don't know if this is going to work or not. That looks a little weird. But if I change the color the same, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I don't know what design changes. Oh, the design changes the ladder. So we'll just change that up to like an onyx. Yeah. And then the rim colors, we'll switch those over. I mean, it's not bad. It's a lot, but it's not bad. And there it is. I wish that we could change up the middle of the rims up, but you know what? Whatever. It's cool. I think it works. I'm happy with it. So that's that. So we're simplifying things down to kind of their basic sets here. Smallest amount of tractors, least amount of equipment to use. I think we're okay. This seems to be all right. As a matter of fact, I wonder if we could bring one of our tractors down from the other farm and not even have one up there at all. Yeah, I'll go do that in a second. I just changed up the spreader real quick. Man, I'm having fun switching up some colors. This is cool. It's a little boring to look at, but I think it's cool. All right, before we go get the tractor, which, by the way, if you haven't figured out yet, I'm gonna bring this back down. So there's that. I'll leave this up here. The Agriflex is just such a crazy, wild piece of equipment, but I am gonna grab this guy, and we will grab the cedar that goes along with it. Oh yeah. And that way we actually don't have to buy another cedar. I've already got one here, and it's all set up and ready to go. I don't remember if I've got fertilizer in there, though. I mean, it's got the fertilizer, but I would rather do that separately. Actually, quite easy to do. If we go in here and we customize it real quick. So what I can do is I can check out the capacities here, and like seed only standard, that actually works pretty well for me. We can go seed only on the realistic, but like 100,000 liters of seed. I don't need that much. I also noticed this has dirt on it in here. That's not normal. Hang on. This Verstill's got some like... Oh boy. You know what? It probably still thinks that it's got all kinds of capacities. Yeah, it still thinks that it's got 22,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, which is pretty heavy, if I'm honest. So let's see if we can get this down here. Hang on. So we'll go, or is it stuck in the ground? No, it's just, you know, doing some stuff. Ooh, back up to it before it goes up. Crap, missed it. There we go. All right, much better. I just reset it, and that seems to have worked perfectly fine. Now, can we fill this thing up with seed without causing any issues? Yes, we can. There we go. All right, cool. Now, the thing is, we do have an unknown set here, so it was very confused with what was going on. So it looks like if you guys are going to downgrade your seeder, be careful. Be careful with it. I also want to get rid of the dirt. It's very, very dirty. Yeah, there we go. Nice and clean. So now I think we're good. I think we're good for the most part. Talk about my super strength, get that disabled. For now, I think we could probably get rid of this case as well. Do I miss it? Absolutely. I love that tractor, but I don't think right now we need it. So let's rock and roll. Let's go through our paces with precision farming, and let's figure out what we need to do. So, very first thing, I think we're going to have to click on all these, purchase our soil information. We don't need to do this like every time. However, I normally do this every time. So there's that. It just kind of brings it up to date and doesn't give you any questions with how things are running. For example, you might be able to see here, this is much brighter. Like this green is much brighter than this area. You can see in comparison, it seems much more vibrant than the other areas around it. And that is because everything there, all the information is a little bit more up to date. At least it seems that, oh, you can really tell it with that one. At least it seems that whenever you're going through and doing some of this stuff, it will take the information that it gets, like here, for example, right? And then it will calculate your harvesting and your seed usage and your fertilizer and everything. And sometimes when you've got things like nitrogen, for example, and it's going through and measuring everything, well, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And it can measure that. However, you would have stuff, I don't know, like fertilizing or something like that, or not fertilizing, lime maybe, where it's kind of guessing, I guess, in a way. So here there's no guessing. All right, so now that we've done all that, it's pH time. I also have normally cheated in seeds, fertilizer, all that kind of good stuff for this series, just because it's faster. At least recently I have, but kind of in the mood to play. Realistic's not the word for it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there, but, you know, behave a little bit more. Maybe that's the better word to use. So let's pull up the mini map down here. We're going to go through all of our fields, put lime on everything, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. Yeah! Go, go, go. It is adjusting some things, which is nice. However, not everything, and it doesn't appear that the corners are behaving yet. So at least there's that. I do have automatic application rate turned on, so we are just a-rockin'. It's also why I love this spreader, because it is quick. You know what? Honestly, lime is so messed up on most of these fields. You can see all this crazy blue and stuff. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I may go around the outside real quick on this other field, because it did look like we've got some stuff right along through here. We'll try that, but I don't think I'm going to do much more liming other than this. We completely ruined ourselves as far as lime goes after the first release of the DLC. Yeah, this is helping a little bit. It's not going to be anything on crazy, but it seems to help a little bit. And that's all I wanted. As you can see coming through here, some of these spots are filled in, and some of the spots around the outside went from that orange to yellow look. Cool. So I've got some good news. We are going to be doing some crops that I don't know if I've done yet. We have yet to do corn as far as I can remember. I don't remember ever owning a corn header for any reason, and I don't know how I made it this far without. So we're going to do it. 18 meters, there we go. We are going to do corn. Yeah. I'm so excited. What we got to do is we got to put the crop in first, and then we're going to let it go into one growth stage. After that one growth stage, we come through and then we spread the herbicide. And after that, we put the nitrogen into the ground. And I think that's good after that, I believe. Yeah, it does feel weird to fertilize after putting the crop in. But you know what? Hey, if the game says we need to do that, we'll do that. So let's go. We're also direct drilling, which makes things very, very nice. Now this is getting dark, like it's actually putting something else in. And I'm not crazy excited about that part. pH, nitrogen's not going up. So I think we're okay for now. Hey, I'm actually using a planter to plant corn. Fantastic. We've also got our variable rate seed going on up here at the top left-hand corner. So you can see it's 12 seeds per square meters. And then we have a sown thing down there, that sown number going up. I believe that's actually a Yoast modding mod, if I remember right. Yeah, the implement usage counter. It is unfortunately a PC and Mac only mod. However, it keeps track of all of your bales that you're making and things like that, but it also keeps track of your usage in farming, which is kind of cool. I like that. I kind of wish that it was base game so that everyone could use it, but it is what it is, and that's okay. And we've hit something. It was only a matter of time, right? So I think we need to do a couple different ways for corn here. Obviously, corn and sunflowers are two crops that we've got. I don't think I've done sunflowers at all yet. So let's do corn on quite a few of the fields, because I also want to get a forage harvester and come through and make some chaff. I don't think I'm going to make any silage out of it, but we might. And because we might, I want to leave that opportunity open because I haven't done it yet. I really want to try it. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's fertilizer going into the ground right now. I'm going to check this again. It says there's not. It appears that there's not. But I feel like there is. It's just too dark. I don't know. Am I going crazy? Not was I crazy? That wasn't the question. Am I going crazy? From comparison to now to like 5 minutes ago. Get out of here. I can already hear you guys. All right, regardless, we're going to go ahead and go through and knock out this field real quick. So not too shabby, almost done here, and we've got very good. The seed usage is very low, 10 seeds per square meter. I don't know if I can get out of here without having to fold it up. Crap, just enough to sneak through. There we go, and we can unfold it again and take out the calcine. Got it. So I think what we'll end up doing is we're going to run corn in all of these 4 fields. So bam, 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 and bam. And then maybe sunflowers over here, or even sunflowers down here because it's the smallest field. And, well, they're kind of boring to harvest. So there's that. Yeah, actually, I think that's a great idea. We'll run sunflowers down there, but corn everywhere else. Whew, it's going to take a while. We're also, well, we got grass here, so grass isn't a big deal. We know we've got that. But up here in the one that looks like it's got chicken pox, that is going to be wet rice. And I have no idea how in the world I'm going to harvest that. That's going to be an interesting one. Another field down, 1, 2, and yeah. Let's change it up a little bit. We'll go over to sunflowers, knock out this field. So I haven't done sorghum before either. Should I do sorghum? I don't know. Maybe. You know what? Sure. We will add sorghum to one of the fields. Which one? I don't know, but sure. We'll do it. Well, sunflowers has been nice and easy. It's also used a lot more seeds than anything else. So there is that. Let's see if I can switch it back over to corn. Actually, I think we're going to run sorghum in this field. Let the sorghum go in. Yeah. Sorghum field done. We can get that folded up. And we need to select corn one more time. I actually decided what the stuff. Ooh, oh, my head hurts. That was weird. So I've kept this field separate. We've got 2 nice cornfields here, sunflowers and sorghum. This one spread out a little bit more. Oh no! Wait. Oh, the train's already gone. Why is this still there? Rabble. I've put this over here because I think this is going to be my chaff field. It is far enough away from everything else to be kind of separate, if you want to consider it that. So we'll do a regular corn harvest for the others, and then this guy will be the chaff harvest. Oh yeah! So let's put some corn in here and be done with it, and that'll be done with the seeding down at this end of the map, I guess. All done with this one. Nice. Now, we do have the regular wet rice left to go, so we're gonna see if we can find that in here somewhere. Well, it appears that this seeder doesn't do regular wet rice, so we will have to, well, I say improvise. We'll probably have to come in here and just get the unrealistic version. However, we will have to do that in the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed. And if you do enjoy the DjGoHam fam, double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.